Just as I thought those free agency news and rumors are going quiet for the Warriors, we got some more rumors coming out. According to Michael Scott of Hoops Hype, the Golden State Warriors, Los Angeles Lakers, Dallas Mavericks, Chicago Bulls, and New Orleans Pelicans are all expected to express interest in Rudy Gay once he clears waivers. Now, this is the kind of news we Warriors fans want to hear, because all we've been hearing recently is Golden State signing more guards to this already loaded backcourt, so seeing the team expressing interest in veteran big is always great to hear. Now, Golden State currently has 2 open roster spots left, and with the fact that the team will likely keep one spot open for roster flexibility, that leaves one final roster spot open to grab. As a 6'8" veteran forward, Rudy Gay seems like a very good candidate for that spot. If Golden State were to sign Rudy Gay, the front court would now consist of Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Rudy Gay, Kevon Looney, Dario Saric, Jonathan Kuminga, and Trayce Jackson-Davis, and I think this will give the team a lot more flexibility for adjustment, and likely they will not run into any problems regarding the lack of size and length last season. In today's video, let's break down Rudy Gay as a player and talk about if the Golden State Warriors should sign him to a veteran minimum deal. So without further ado, let's roll the intro.
Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match.
Yo, what's up guys, Jason's here back with another video. If it's the first time watching, I mostly cover news and reports for the Golden State Warriors, but we also occasionally make content for every other team in the league. So if you want the latest basketball news and rumors in your feed, all you gotta do is to leave a like and subscribe so that you won't miss any of my future upload. Now, Rudy Gay recently got waived by the Thunders after being used as a trade filler. As a 17-year NBA vet, he'll be 37 years old once the season begins. He is definitely on the older side for a veteran, but I believe he still has some gas left in the tank. If you look at Rudy's career number, this guy had double-digit points every single year of his career until 2 years ago, where he slowly became a role player. This past year in Utah, Rudy Gay was slowly falling out of the rotation, where he was only playing around 15 minutes per game, but still he was 75.2 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. And the year before that, he had a much more meaningful role, and that year he was 78.1 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 1 assist per game, while shooting 34.5% from behind the arc. Now, in terms of 3-point shooting, which the Warriors value a lot, Rudy Gay is a career 34.6% 3-point shooter. Of course, he isn't any elite shooter by any means, but he's a very consistent shooter. Now, one interesting thing about Rudy Gay is that he actually has some level of chemistry with some of the current Warriors players. He played with Steph Curry back in the 2010 FIBA World Cup, and then played with both Steph and Klay in the 2014 FIBA World Cup. Moving on, I think after years of being a role player, Rudy Gay is slowly transitioning from a high-volume scorer to a consistent bench presence, and that's something all the contending teams want. In terms of his role for the Warriors, Rudy can be the smart and experienced veteran like Andre Iguodala. I think he's certainly more serviceable than Iggy last season, but of course, he can also play the role as a mentor for the young guys on the team. Now, in terms of salary, it's a guarantee that any teams that sign Rudy Gay will give him a vet minimum deal. I don't think money is that big of a case here because the Thunders are still paying him $6.5 million, although they waived him, so Rudy is still making a decent amount of money. Now, this might sound a little bit counterintuitive, but what really makes me want to sign Rudy Gay is the potential this signing has. We know Golden State still wants to improve their front court, but remaining options in free agency and trade markets are shrinking down quickly. You can sure make an argument that this 37-year-old veteran who just had a worst season of his career will only decline more, but if you were to ask me which team do you see him have a comeback, Golden State Warriors is my answer. Not only does this team have good chemistry, it consists of some of the best shooters and defenders in the league, along with championship experience and top-tier coaching. So honestly speaking, as long as Rudy Gay is okay with a limited role off the bench, I don't see why he cannot thrive under the system. Now, to be honest, I think the only factor between Golden State getting Rudy Gay and not is his confidence in Golden State winning a championship next season. After all these years of switching teams and not making much progress in the playoffs, I think winning championship is now the top priority for Rudy Gay. And if we look at all the teams that showed interest in Rudy Gay, like the Lakers and the Mavs and so on, it's a common consensus that he can still play in the league today. Most importantly, even if this signing doesn't work out for the Warriors, there isn't much to lose because he'll be on a vet minimum contract. Maybe Golden State want him to be a mentor more for young players instead of bench contributors. You can argue both ways. My mentality on the Golden State Warriors possibly getting Rudy Gay is that there is nothing to lose but everything to gain. If you guys recall back in 2016 when the Warriors signed veteran forward David West, who was actually 36 at that time, he played a very critical role for the Warrior championship runs during those years, so I don't see why Rudy Gay cannot be that guy. But again, now the question goes to you guys. Do you think it makes sense for the Golden State Warriors to sign Rudy Gay to a vet minimum deal? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below and check out my community tab to cast your vote there as well. Alright guys, that's all we got with today's video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on social media with all the links in the description box down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.